Welcome to Americana Archives. Today's headline is Captured Hippopotami, now in Central Park Zoo, New York. It says, while few menageries or zoological gardens include hippopotami among the members of the animal world which they contain, the general public is nevertheless quite familiar with the appearance and characteristics of the great ungulates. They have been described in word and picture by innumerable naturalists, historians, and writers, even of the earliest times. We find unmistakable reference to them in the records of the ancient Egyptians, and today there is little doubt that the behemoth of the Bible was identical with the hippopotamus. The Central Park Zoo of New York City is particularly fortunate in the possession of three splendid specimens, a pair of older animals and a young one. The pair, Caliph and Miss Murphy, are well known, not only to those directly interested in these matters, but also to the reading public, for the huge brutes have been described and pictured in various publications. Caliph, the great male which is the subject of the accompanying interesting engravings, has been in the Central Park Zoo since 1889, while his mate, Miss Murphy, has been included in the collection for a somewhat shorter period. These two have proven remarkably prolific and have presented an admiring public with 8 healthy offspring, and these, with the exception of the young one at present in the park, have been sold to other menageries. This is not an exceptional case, for strangely enough, these curious beasts thrive well in captivity and breed not infrequently. Were it not for the difficulty formerly experienced in securing original pairs, they would today be far more common in zoological parks. Needless to say, it is very difficult to capture the hippopotamus in a wild state and transport the animal uninjured to civilization. Though if this be accomplished successfully, he takes kindly to captivity and often lives contentedly for many years. In fact, a single specimen existed in the zoological park in London for over 28 years. Hippopotami in captivity do not require the excessive care and attention which are usually necessary for the well-being of tropical animals. One factor which is of considerable advantage in this respect is the fact that the animals lack the restlessness and nervousness so commonly found in wild creatures. Though terrible fighters if aroused, they are even-tempered and fairly intelligent and learn to obey the word of command of their keepers. They appear to appreciate kindness and seldom, if ever, require punishment. Hippopotami are purely herbivorous, and in the wild state feed upon grasses, various water plants, rice, millet, maize, and similar growths. This diet is approximated as nearly as possible in captivity. They are fed every day, usually early in the afternoon, on fresh grass or hay, various vegetables, and bread. They have very healthy appetites, and one can imagine the quantity of food that a hippo can consume, when one considers that the stomach of a large specimen will measure as much as 11 feet in length. The hippopotamus is heir to few troubles. Natural attrition keeps his teeth, which grow throughout his lifetime, within proper bounds, as he not only spends most of his waking hours in the water, but often sleeps there also. The frequent immersions keep his thick skin in a healthy condition. The water must have a temperature of not less than 55 degrees, and must be maintained at this point the year round. With the exception of the usual attention regarding the cleanliness of the habitation, other necessary care includes merely the preparation of his food and the regulation of the temperature. This story came from the great state of Nebraska, being reported in the Loup City Northwestern of January 11th, 1906. Thank you for joining us today. If you want to continue to uncover all of America's lost and forgotten history, then remember before you leave to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to like and comment below. And we will see you next time on Americana Archives.